with WWE where it's just not worth my time watching live anymore. It's just
Yeah,
mm, like
be honest with you.
I don't know
I,
how do you feel about it?
I gotta be honest with you. I kind of agree. Like it's funny because at the wedding there were actually a few wrestling fans, and we were actually talking about it. And my boy was like, "Yeah, I gotta get back so I can watch. I missed blah blah blah." And I was like, "I don't even watch wrestling live anymore. Because I'm very rarely home on Wednesdays, so I don't really watch AEW like that. And like when I do watch WWE, it's kind of like I watch the reviews, and like, and it's getting so bad that I don't even watch NXT anymore.
Yeah, NXT weirdly, you know what it is? I think they they don't have Trick Williams anymore. Obviously Julia, Stephanie, and a bunch of others got called up. I think the star power on that show left very drastically, and I think
Mhm.
definitely before Sean was ready to kind of give it up, and that's just kind of how it goes. Um,
They're not using Ricky Saints well at all. Um,
he might be going up to the main roster.
that's
That's
what I'm thinking too. I'm not sure, but
the rumor
they're
and innuendo is to be believed. He's probably going to end up there, and like Triple H and like, it's great. Look, kid,
great,
look,
great for business.
look,
The
kid.
global brand.
You're gonna be doing jobs to Andrade. It's gonna be like Collision, except you're gonna be on your back. Like, it's gonna be just like Collision, except you're gonna be on your back this time, pal.
Exactly, perfect.
You thought that was bad, brother. Like,
Dude, it's just I mean it's getting bad, dude. It's like WWE to me takes all the fun out of watching live wrestling on TV. Like because okay, can we talk about what in the hell they're doing with this group with Seth Rollins? Like it it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
no, I mean, it makes sense. It's just, you know what it is. We're back in the days of WWE where you remember how like in like 2014 they it felt like they got a new wind. It was the rise of Bryan Danielson. It was the
Right.
rise of the Shield, Roman, Seth, Dean Ambrose. They all go out and do their own thing, and that was like on the cusp of the women's evolution. It felt like they were about to break out. We're like, oh man, this is like a new like. It just felt new. It felt exciting, and even though that was the case, every single storyline, every single week, you're just like, I'm watching because there's these really cool stars. I'm watching because there's the potential for good storylines and good storytelling. But then you're also like, man, like this could have been insanely better. And it's not even like a cynical view, right? I think a lot of times wrestling fans can be very cynical about this and be like, oh, I'm gonna nitpick every little thing about this. But like there's a difference. I think if you look at what WWE was doing in 2022 and 2023, you know, mind the last half of 2023, but like 2022 to 2023 is like one of the best runs I think WWE's ever had, booking and storytelling wise. And like, was there stuff that you could nitpick? Sure, but at the end of the day, it was like, man, this is just great. Like, when you are left as a fan feeling like, damn, well, that was a little disappointing. That wasn't like, it's just not hitting, and it feels
Right.
slow. I think that takes the wind out of it for some people, and for me, I'm just at the point where I've personally, and I know you have too, like we've given it time. We've given it like over a year and a half at this point to wait and see, wait and see, wait and see, and I'm just like, this just might not be must see TV.
Yeah. I mean, I completely agree with you on that. And like although they were like two freak accidents, you had two prime wrestlers get hurt like one after another. You had Zoe Starks, and you had Liv Morgan get hurt like one week after another,
Yeah.
and like that also makes you wonder like, is there something wrong with conditioning? Is there a condition issue? like for that to happen. Like so, the way it happened. But at the same token, it was just a freak accident. But I mean, you have too many wrestlers getting hurt. You have too many miscues with some of the moves. Um, there've been a couple times Jey Uso slid when he wasn't supposed to. There've been a couple. I mean, a couple misfires. Not and that's not saying that they're bad
5 letters,
wrestlers.
one word. Botch.
I was gonna say wall, but but no, it's just and like honestly, are you this desperate to resurrect what Gunther had? You put him against Goldberg,
I don't think
like
they're trying to
I mean,
resurrect
and let's
Gunther. I think they're trying to resurrect Goldberg.
true, but I mean, we've had this conversation before. Gunther's world heavyweight title reign wasn't great. He had maybe one or two matches that you're like, okay, this is really good, but other than that, it wasn't his Intercontinental reign. His Intercontinental reign was very good, but it, the World Heavyweight reign was lackluster. I think maybe that's just me, but in my opinion, it was lackluster.
I think that it started off good. I really enjoyed the Damian Priest and Gunther matches.
Me too. I
I
did
think to
definitely.
this like one of my favorite WWE. I think probably a top 3 WWE match of the past year in 2024 at least was them at, I think it was SummerSlam. Like I thought they blew the
Mhm.
roof off that place. It was such a great match.
Yeah,
But
it really was a good one.
but I tend to agree. I think like it is that like they took the wind out of your sails a little bit, and it's just like, all right, man, like we know that there's going to be very little progression week to week in storylines, like, and if there is going to
Right.
be storyline progression, it's going to happen in like cut scenes within matches on pay-per-views where you're going to get less wrestling. So it's and I think I don't know, I've just come to terms with that. I think I'm like, yeah, it's just ain't for me,
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah,
okay.
like,
That's okay. Like I'm not trying to poo-poo it too much, but it's just like it's not for me personally.
I mean, everyone else who's a WWE fan, that's your prerogative. I'm not shitting on you, so to speak, but it's just to me, like the New Day being the tag team champions should have never happened. First off, that heel turn didn't work. It was never working. They were not pushing it well. It was awful. Um, I mean, I don't know, man. Like there's so many good things that can be done on WWE, but there's so many bad things that are happening.
4 letters, one word. Uh-uh. Nope.